Today, I'm gonna tell you the 21 life lessons I learned by playing Dark Souls. Let's go! This game is brutal. You die, you rage, you suffer. But hidden inside all that pain are lessons that can actually change your life. From dealing with failure, to finding your purpose, to never giving up. Every single thing Dark Souls throws at you has a real world lesson behind it. And trust me, lesson number 21 might change the way you see failure forever. So let's go! Number 1. Be ready for every battle. In Dark Souls, walking around the corner unprepared usually means death. Maybe it's a hidden enemy, maybe it's a trap, maybe it's a boss ready to crush you. Just like life. Life throws challenges the same way, suddenly without warning. The more prepared you are mentally, physically, and financially, the better your chances to survive and overcome those problems. So always be ready for battle. Second lesson is never go hollow. Going hollow in the game means losing your humanity. In life, it actually feels like giving up completely, falling into despair, or losing all motivation. No matter how tough things get, don't let yourself go hollow. Fight back, find the spark, and hold on to your humanity. Because the moment you go hollow, then that's the moment you lose in life. In Dark Souls, you can never lose. You can always restart after that. But in life, if you give up completely, fall into despair, and lose all your motivation, you won't go anywhere. No matter how tough things get, you shouldn't let yourself go hollow. You shouldn't lose all your motivation and fall into despair or depression. That's how it is with life. Even though you need to repeat all of the steps again, even though you're on the lowest point of your life, you won't lose. Actually, you've got nothing to lose because you lost all of it already. There's only one way, and that is up. So don't ever go hollow and just move through life again. Which actually comes to our next lesson, which is keep moving forward. The game doesn't stop for you. Stay still too long and you won't make any progress. And you might even lose your souls because an enemy might just kill you from behind. And the world just keeps on turning. Life is the same. Standing still too long means falling behind. Being stagnant, you'll also fall behind. Progress doesn't have to be fast, but it has to be consistent. You need to have at least new skills learned, or a slight progress in your career, or maybe a progress on evolving yourself, or making yourself better each day. Whatever is happening in life, either you're down or in a good position, you always need to progress. We need to keep moving forward. And the next lesson will be careful who you trust. Some NPCs in Dark Souls seems like allies until they betray you. In life, not everyone has your best interest at heart. Some people will backstab you, but that doesn't mean you can stop trusting completely, but it does mean you need to stay cautious to the people you meet. Not everyone is your friend, and not all of your friends are true. So always be careful who to trust. Our fifth lesson is to find your goal. This is actually Solaire's lesson to us. Solaire is searching for his son, which is his purpose. Depending on choices, his story can end in triumph or in madness without direction. We risk the same fate, but when we find the goal worth pursuing, it gives us the strength to keep moving forward. But make sure to not fall into madness. It's not about the goal, but the journey. So enjoy life. Enjoy your present while you're moving towards your goal. Our next lesson, which is no one wins alone. In Dark Souls, summoning help from others can mean a big difference between victory and defeat, especially on those annoying bosses. Life is no different. We all need allies, and not one human can live alone. So, if you have some family, friends, or mentors that can help you out, asking for help isn't a weakness, it's wisdom. Our seventh lesson is watch out for traps. Treasure chests can be mimics. Shiny loot can lure you into ambushes. Life has its own traps like those: toxic habits, endless scrolling, fake promises of easy success, scams, easy money. You have to stay focused or you'll get caught by those traps. Not everything shiny is actually good for you. Sometimes our enemies just wants to lure us into their traps. So you gotta be careful. Our next lesson is someone will always be better. In PvP, there will always be a player stronger than you. Even in regular creeps and bosses, earlier you thought you were already strong, but you meet this new boss and it just kills you instantly. That's how life works. Someone will always be richer, smarter, or more skilled, but the real competition isn't them. It's with yourself. The only thing that matters is you improving yourself to be better each day so that you're stronger than who you are yesterday. And believe me, since you're improving yourself and being better, eventually you'll be able to catch up and kill those new problems or bosses in life. Which connects to our next life lesson: level up yourself. You can't brute force everything in Dark Souls. You need to upgrade, learn, and adapt. Life is the same. You need to invest in yourself, build skills, improve your health, and strengthen your mind. How do you do this? Taking lessons, watching content that you'll learn something from, adapt new skills, maybe learn a new language, or go back to school. Every level up you make for yourself makes future challenges easier and also opens new opportunities for you too. Next lesson is that you need to be specialized to succeed. Just like in Dark Souls, spreading your stats across everything makes you weak. Especially if you put it on stats you don't need, like resistance in Dark Souls 1, right? So don't do that in life. In life, mastery comes from focus. To truly excel, you need to choose your path, your weapon, and commit to it. You cannot be the best architect if you're also the best engineer. You need to be specialized at one front, and everybody will pay you more for your specialization than being a jack of all trades. Next lesson is patience is power. Rushing in Dark Souls will get you killed. Swing too early, dodge too late, and you're punished for that. In life, rushing often leads to mistakes too. Good things take time. Patience often wins battles and brute force never could. So if you want to start something, go ahead. You don't need to rush in making it the best because nothing great can be built in a day. It takes time and you just need to commit to it and be patient and trust the process. Next lesson is learn from every defeat. Every death teaches you something. An enemy's pattern, a hidden trap, a mistake you won't repeat. Just like in life, if you fail, that's okay, as long as you learn from it. They're not wasted if you learn from them. What's bad is if you fail and you just repeat it again and expect for a different result. And that's called insanity. Next lesson is manage your resources. Your Estus flask, stamina, and weapons are limited. Waste them and you're done. Life has the same limits. Time, energy, money, use them wisely, or you'll burn out before the real fight begins. So stop wasting your time on things that you don't need to do, like doom scrolling. Stop wasting energy on people who don't really love you, and stop wasting your money on things that you don't really need to buy. Next lesson is courage, open new paths. That terrifying fog gate, sometimes it hides the way forward. Remember the dragon on the bridge? Sometimes you just need to push through it to get to a new Farlink shrine. Life's biggest opportunities are often behind fear. The only way to grow is to walk into the unknown. Next lesson, accept that life isn't fair. Dark Souls doesn't care about fairness. Enemies gang up on you, bosses crush you in seconds. Life is just the same. But complaining about unfairness won't help. You need to adapt, endure, and fight anyway. So stop complaining if you're poor. Stop complaining why you're not getting any results. You need to adapt. You need to work hard. And you need to fight through it so that you can get to your goal. Next lesson is that bonfires matter. Bonfires are safe havens, a place to heal, regroup, and prepare. We need our own bonfires in life. We need to rest, have hobbies, time with loved ones, so don't forget about those. Some people gets too much workaholic and forgets to rest, and especially forgets what's important, their family and loved ones. And that's the reason for burnout. It comes fast if you never stop to recover. And just like in Dark Souls, before you go through the challenges, you need to recover first so that you know you are ready and prepared for the next battle. Next lesson is small choices shape the journey. In Dark Souls, whether you save an NPC or open a shortcut can change the entire game. Life works the same way. One small choice today can alter your whole future. So you better think twice in making those small decisions or big decisions today, because it might just bite you in your back. Next lesson is respect every enemy. Even the weakest hollow can kill you if you're careless. And honestly, a lot of the times that I get killed in Dark Souls are because I became careless and being mobbed by those hollows that are just like one hit because I got too careless. Well, in life, small mistakes or ignored can snowball into disaster. Treat everything with care, even the small problems. A small problem now can become a bigger problem later if you don't fix it immediately. Next lesson is that the journey matters more than the boss. Killing a boss feels amazing, but the true reward is the journey, the growth, the struggle, the discoveries along the way. And just how it feels that you're better now than the boss you're about to take. Life is the same. Don't just chase the destination. Value the process and enjoy your growth. Next lesson is that failure is not the end. In Dark Souls, death isn't final. You respawn and you can try beating the game again. Life is something like that, because in real life, if you die, you permanently die and can't respawn. But if you have failure, heartbreaks, and mistakes, none of them are the end, unless you give up. Remember, treat your failure as a lesson. Treat your heartbreak as a lesson. Even those mistakes, learn from them and make sure you get stronger so that on the next time you need to battle these problems, you're much more experienced and you'll be able to defeat them easily. So here we are, lesson 21. Victory feels earned. Finally beating the boss after hours of a struggle, or finally beating the whole game after trying and trying many times, actually feels better than any easy win. Life victories feel the same way. The harder the battle, the sweeter the triumph. People nowadays, because of social media, want easy battles. They want everything instant. Money, fame, popularity. But that doesn't work that way. If you want to be someone like Mr. Beast, Elon Musk, or every billionaire out there, you need to do the hard battles. You need to do the battles that might last more than a year. Why? Because those are the battles that will take you somewhere. Easy battles only gives you smaller wins. The smaller the battle, the smaller the wins. So the bigger the battles and problems you solve, the bigger the wins you get. So if you want to feel accomplished in life, you need to do the hard things. So if you want to reach that unreachable goal, you need to do the hard battles in life. So that was it. That's the 21 lessons I learned about life just by playing Dark Souls. If you have one too and not listed here, share it below and we want to see it too. If you like this, don't forget to subscribe and help our channel grow. Thank you guys and see you on the next video.